know that. Yeah, no, we just get that at school.
Jules,
Yeah.
in this copper pot, is it coffee?
Yeah, is it boiling away?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Never played though.
I've just put a load of wood in it.
Yeah, you can use that one.
I've just lobbed the porridge in it.
There's hardly any left. It's just a little bit of easy fiddling as well. If I can just have this off the boil.
That one.
Lovely, just to sit and it's tough.
It's all.
It's whether I thinking about put a bit more water in it. I've just kept that here. Because I'm thinking I'll put a bit more water in as well. Yeah, it's yeah, no, that's okay. I've got some and no, I haven't, and I've got some seasoning and some mixed herbs and stuff like that, so I can put it together.
Sarge, where's your cup?
Huh? Well, yeah.
Oh, you've noticed. Two poles there.
Right, we put one in the centre, one in the centre, one on the
Think of what?
There is a spare one there.
I think he must be on guard. I think I should have gone down and take the picture. Yeah. A bit late now, we're going down with these. Yeah.
Company will form a column of sections on the right. Right wheel, march. It's like dancing, isn't it? Okay. It's okay, we'll think of it. Okay, company forward! March! Right shoulders, forward. sections, we're going to left backward wheel into line. Okay? Right section, left backward wheel. Arch. Order. Arms. And all right? Company, head, shoulder, arms. Company, right. Pace. Company, advance. Right. Arms.
There's a lot of money in full stop.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, which way is it going?
What was dental care like in the 1800s, the early 1800s, there, late 17, early 1800s?
Butchers did it, didn't they, a lot of the time?
That's right.
Butcher, you could go and get done with the butcher.
Well, you certainly could. Well, butchers may do it. It's more likely to be the local blacksmith actually is going to have a go because he's got a good strong grip and he's got a nice pair of pliers. Okay, but there were dentists coming up. They were more likely to be found at village fairs than anywhere else, to be honest. But dental decay was a huge problem in the Georgian period because lots of sugary foods, lack of dental hygiene meant that most people would have two sets of brown, grim, rotting teeth. It would have been pretty grim, and the smell and so on would have been appalling when you were in any public place or talking to somebody close up. That's why mouthwashes and mouth perfumes were very popular. But of course what that was doing, it was just disguising the problem. But if you did have these painful ulcerated teeth that had to come out, then well, a surgeon was your best bet, to be honest there, or a barber surgeon. And of course a barber surgeon will give you a nice haircut, he'll shave your chin and then pull your teeth all from the same price. Remarkable guys. One of the famous ones about in this period, what's his name now in London? Mr. Todd, I think his name was. Lived next door to a pie shop, and I don't think it was Greg's, right? So you go to the dentist there, or you go to the surgeon to have your tooth looked at, and it was a very simple procedure. We wouldn't drill and fill. No point in doing that. We're going to take the tooth straight out without any question. First of all, though, we've got to locate the tooth, and to do that, we need a probe. So I'm going to take my probe, and we'll very gently just tap the teeth around until we find the one that's giving you the trouble. Now that'll be quite easy, because once I touch that hot infected tooth with that very cold probe, very cold probe, isn't it? As I touch that, then you're going to indicate that by saying, yes indeed surgeon, that is the tooth that's going the probe. Very grateful if you take it out with the least amount of time and trouble. I'll buy you a drink in the gin house afterwards. Thank you very much. Which roughly translated into Georgian is as you find that tooth there. The next thing, now we've identified it, we'd have to do that. If you've got toothache, it's not always the tooth that's obvious that's causing the problem. It could be the one next to it there. Once we've done that, then we can start thinking about taking the tooth out. And basically, if it's in the top set, I'd lie you on the bench. it's in the bottom set, I'm going to put you in a chair. And then we're going to look at the gum. And the absolute perfect instrument for slicing the gum apart is the bistoury. So we'll make a tiny incision through the gum there, and using the knife then, just roll back, you're all right, roll back the thing. I can see everybody go, right there, they're all at it, you're all at it. I tell you what, your faces are a picture of it. Where we pull the gum back either side there to expose the body of the tooth itself. The next thing we have to do then is think about getting the tooth loose. Now, hold on, here. Oh, here's a beauty. There we are. Now, in the best traditions, here's what we whipped out earlier. Okay, and there's the tooth, and you can imagine that inside the socket now, it's thumping away you like you wouldn't believe. All right. So I'm going to use this. Now, this is what they call a goat's foot elevator. Okay, lovely. It's nothing to do with goats. It's actually looking like a goat's foot elevator there. I'll have a look at your ailment in a moment, sir. Okay? No problem at all there. We'll get you on the bench. And I'm going to take the goat's foot elevator and we're going to scrape that down the tooth. Okay? What haven't we done? What haven't we done? Anaesthetic. No anaesthetic at all for this. The only anaesthetic we got is, as we said earlier, laudanum, which is 50-50 alcohol and opium. Not going to waste that on just taking the tooth out. Okay, that's for major surgery to be done. Right? So I'll scrape this down the tooth there until we're down into the socket. Now at this point it's probably breaking some of the bone away there, and we'll start to ease it up. There's a chance that it might push out itself right in this come there. What we can use is this little hook on the side here as well. Okay, see that? Lovely, isn't it? And we'll hook that onto the tooth and lever it out by putting my thumb onto the jaw, and that might pull it out like that. But if it shows no sign of coming loose from that, then we're going to go on to the tooth key. Okay? Excellent, isn't it? Right, and we hook that over the top of the tooth like that, and then we roll it out.
I think I can
Such,
that,
right, there we are. Well, a lot easier, isn't it?
Yeah, I would
And
say.
out should come the tooth, right? Now there's two ways of using this, either like that, by rolling it out, or if the tooth is on its own, we can hook it around and then pull it out, just like uncorking a nice bottle of wine. Right? Think of that, every time now you uncork a bottle of wine, you're going to be thinking about enjoying a tooth, aren't you, right? And that's what we need, that's exactly the technique. When you uncork a bottle of wine, if you pull it too hard, you're going to rip the cork apart. Okay? If you take it nice and gently there, but firmly, and pull it out, then the cork will come out intact. That's what you've got to think of when you're drawing a tooth. And that's just it. You don't pull a tooth, you don't yank it out, you draw it out it comes. So that will take it out. Now once we got the tooth out, you're going to be bleeding, okay? So do we stop the bleeding straight away? No, we don't. We let you bleed for a bit, and what that's going to do is wash out that socket if there's any muck in there. Because of course, one of the other things I didn't do, apart from the anaesthetic, I didn't wash my hands and I didn't wash the instruments. There's one gentleman shouted earlier on, there's no point in doing that before the operation because they're going to get mucky. You do it after the operation, and then you dry them off, oil them, and then they're ready for the next procedure. Okay? So they look clean, but of course, in fact, they're absolutely filthy. That's the thing. So we let you bleed for a bit, but we're going to have to stop the bleeding at some time if it doesn't stop on its own. And what we use for that is called a tent. And well, this is actually a pre-used one, and we would soak this in salt water, roll it up, and then put this into the socket. Okay, so we're packing it, and over a couple of days then you'll just pull it out bit by bit, and if there's any muck in there, any dirt in there, it'll come out with that tent. Marvellous, isn't it? Wash your mouth out with salty water, job done. Right? So that, ladies and gentlemen, is dentistry in the Georgian and Regency period. Aren't you glad that you're in modern days?
Yeah.
There we are. Excellent. Any twinges, any ailments?
No, thank you.
Pop back and I'll sort you out one way or the other. Right, there we go.
So what do you reckon is the worst, dentistry or eyes, to do the eyes, you know, blindness?
In this period, sir, there was nothing we could do much for the eyes. There were various eye baths that you could use, and some of the glass eye baths are absolutely beautiful. They're very, very collectible. but you'd put a lotion inside it there and just open your eye inside and blink. That's the best we could do for it in this period. Of course, in the Roman period, they were doing cataract operations and all sorts of work with it.
Used the needle point, didn't they?
Needle point to take the lens out. That was it, to move it out. It's called a coucher. But we're not going to start doing much in the way of eye work until the mid 1800s, really. So this period, Georgian Regency period, we were looking at salves, looking at eye lotions and washes and so on to go in there. But actually, surgery of the eyes, not so much. Glasses, of course, common. So glasses are affordable now, so we can wear those no problem at all. And ranged from very cheap ones with wooden rims that just slotted on to more expensive gold ones, such as the ones I'm wearing. So there we go.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
You cock the gun, bring it across to the right. Take aim, you bring the gun down. On the command fire, you will fire. As soon as you've fired, bring the gun straight back to that position, ready to reload. This is obviously the drill. If we're doing it independent, obviously there's no need. But effectively, as soon as you've fired, sorry, just shoot it back. As soon as you've fired, straight onto the cartridge pouch. And hopefully then, if we were doing it normal, it'd be load again. So let's go from the order to the shoulder, load, fire. Company, attention. Shoulder, out. In your own time, load. Mate, ready? Right. Take aim. Give fire. Bang. Straight back. Effectively load, you see. Show present arms.
I don't know if it is rather much.
They're not Americans. Go on, Rich, save your country. Join the line. Save the line. Show the American spirit. Andy, if you count the stars, there is more than 13. There is 13 on there. One day, you was wrapped around. All right.
So even though you've not got bayonets, bar you two, the drill is very basically fixed bayonets. In the left hand, sorry, in the right hand, you grab the gun. I'll just try to remember now. It's easy to do it. I'm trying to think how you explain it. You hold the gun with your right hand, lift your left hand up as far as you can go, bring it down so your arms are extended. Then you can grab your bayonet, fix bayonet. As soon as it's fitted, bring it back to your shoulder. Then from there, the order is shoulder arms. It is, isn't it? Do you see, I've done it that many times. It's quite order. Yours is easy. Let's do that. That's far easier. That is by far easier. Officer, the fork's fallen down. Bayonet! Shoulder, out! Now charge your bayonet and bring it to the waist. practice. When your bayonet's level, or your gun's level, biggest huzzah you can give. So, shoulder your arms, let's give it a go. Charge! Bayonets! Huzzah! Let's try again, that was a bit French-like. Charge! Bayonets! Huzzah! That's better. Shoulder your arms! Right, wait for him to get position. Company, we're going to march and then we're going to charge the bayonet.
Ah, Yankee. Aye.
Right, the left! Forward! March! Left! Left! Company! Charge! Bayonets! Huzzah! Charge! That's all right. Smith? Smith? Shoot Bob.
You like him, you like, you come with me. You keep on, I take it.
Well, go for you.
There is a little seed. I'm going to have to take an engineering class with me. You good people. There is a little. You keep castle.
Do I have to go with him now? Am I supposed to be following him? Afraid? He's afraid. Come on in, go back to bed. Look, you can see it. Nice to know I'm left. How much am I worth?
I pay lot wampum. Wampum about $10 unit.
What is? Nice to know I'm
You do
left.
cooking and ironing stuff.
Oh god. Oh, you'll be dead with, oh I did it. You'll be dead with food poisoning within 3 days. That's why I'm so